allowing the emptiness into the body, inviting the teaching, the understanding into the felt sense of the body. Truly experiencing the sensation of emptiness. It can't just stay as a nice idea. The concept of emptiness, stillness and silence. Can't just stay as a concept or a thought or even an image. I could fall completely silent right now and just let the birds do the rest of this talk for me. There is more wisdom in their bird song than I could ever say. It seems a shame to speak. But they don't seem so bothered by my presence. I don't mean to disturb you, little birds. If I speak, I tell a lie. But if I remain silent, then I am a coward. Lao Tzu said that. That is a bit of a dilemma I have sometimes. To speak or not to speak. Let silence do the talking. The only radical teaching is silence. But today I'd like to speak on allowing the emptiness into the body. Often we come to very real, very genuine understandings of the teaching. The concept of non-duality, no separation. No separation between the inside and outside world. The distinction was only created by the mind. That separation was purely a concept this whole time. Just a thought, just an idea. The reality is, you are one with everything. You were never separate at all. You never were afraid, lonely, restless, agitated, single bit of meat wandering around on this wet rock called Earth. That was just a dream. It wasn't real at all. We come to this understanding, genuine, felt understanding. Intellectually understood and even cognitively experienced. What do I mean by cognitively experienced? Well, the cessation of the mind activity, the ceasing of the identification with the individual body-mind, the dropping away of narratives and stories, no longer identified with past and future. Just this, just now. Nothing to be done. And in the cessation of the mind activity, the truth of reality is revealed. The truth wasn't something that the mind arrived at. The mind didn't figure out the truth. The mind didn't create a base of knowledge and then suddenly understood great truth. It didn't play out that way. Instead, the mind subsided, and the true knowledge was revealed. It was revealed. Revelation. It's a revelation. Not an understanding arrived at, but the mind subsided. So cognitively, the silence of the mind revealed the truth. And what a profound relief that is. But over time, this still mind becomes just another object, just another concept, a still or quietened mind. And it begins to diminish in its power, potency. The peace feels like it's being lost, darkened. Where the mind was illuminated, enlightened, begins to darken again. And the same old problems, stress, anxiety, depression, fatigue, problems relating to self-image, low self-worth, self-value, self-confidence, self-esteem, all of those things resurfacing. Why does this happen after such a profound revelation? You would think that upon the blindingly powerful, that could not be a worse word to use. Blindingly powerful. Let me run that back. The illuminatingly powerful. It's the precise opposite of blinding. Upon the powerful recognition and the powerful peace that is experienced, when the mind has subsided and truth is revealed, you would think that would then be a permanent effect. And that's what we're moving towards here. It's the permanence of peace, the lasting peace, the peace that pervades all, a peace that surpasses all understanding. And all of the problems of the mind, yes, but what about this, what about that, what about this, just subside and fall away. And perhaps there are still things to take care of, but the peace, the emptiness, needs to pervade through and inform the entirety of our lives. Not just for that 10, 20 minutes that you're meditating, but throughout the entirety of your life. How do we do this? Invite the emptiness into the body. With my background, the background of this individual body-mind, I had a very scientific, very atheistic approach. I was heavily invested in the matter model. The world is made out of this stuff called matter, this thing called physical matter. That was my background. And because I've grown up with that, it's deeply ingrained in my body and brain. And so even after long periods of total serenity and bliss, there exists still this background belief in a world made of matter. Physical matter is just an idea. It's just another concept. Nobody has ever found matter. The more we cut it apart to try and find the center of matter, the smaller and smaller it gets, and we just keep finding there's nothing actually there. And this is a clue. The clues are everywhere in nature. The clues are everywhere, right in front of us. And it turns out that we never experience a world made of matter. We never experience a physical world. We experience the appearance of a physical world. So because the belief in matter, in a physical reality, we've grown up with it. It's informed all of our decisions thus far. It's informed the entire way that we've constructed our lives. It's informed all of our decisions, our predictions for the future. And it was the backdrop, the framework by which we've conducted our lives thus far. So it's not just going to disappear overnight. In some cases it does, but those are quite rare. And I would suggest if you're on the path, it's maybe going to take a little time to erode this belief. But this belief can only be eroded if we invite the emptiness into the body and experience the silence, the emptiness, as a felt sense. To experience the body clearly and purely, without attaching concepts and images to it. And what do I mean by that? If we remove the concept, remove the narrative, remove the idea and the image of the body, and instead just simply breathe, allow your being to center into the here and now, let all mind activity cease and subside, and without trying to think about this, just feel what is the sense of the body. How is the body actually experienced in reality, moment to moment, without attaching a concept towards it? No images. What is the felt experience? It is a sensation, a cloud of sensation. And without a mental image, where is the edge of this sensation? There is no real difference between the outer and inner, and so outer and inner collapses, and emptiness is revealed. Now when we feel these sensations in the body, the cloud of felt experience, the sensations, ordinarily we attach opinion to that sensation. We might say that area feels good, that area feels tight, that area feels stiff, or that area feels strong. You may have the usual bodily sensations of, I feel a bit hungry, or I feel a bit full, I feel a bit bloated, I feel a bit restless, I feel agitated, I feel a bit warm, I feel a bit cold. But these are just words, just concepts. And if we did not add any words, if this was your first moment on earth, ding, you suddenly just got popped into a body, bing, go. No words, no concept, nothing, just now. What is the sensation? This is a powerful meditation in its own right. What is the actual sensation? It's just sensation. That's it. Now, you are aware of these sensations. You can observe these sensations. And it is now revealed, you can observe these sensations without words, without images, without interpretation, without analysis, without an implication. just the sensation as it is. And you can adjust your perspective here to recognize that you are the awareness of the sensation. In the same way that I can observe this tree. I can observe the tree, but that does not mean that I am the tree. All I can know is that I am able to observe the tree. But that has nothing to do with whether I am the tree or not. All that I can be sure of is that I can observe the tree. Now you can observe the sensations within the body, meaning you can experience them. You are aware that you are experiencing the sensations within the body. But this does not mean that you are the sensations in the body. In exactly the same way that everything you can perceive, the only thing you can know for certain is that you can perceive these things. I can see the stones, I can see the trees, I can see the plants, I can hear the birds, I can feel the sensations in the body. I am aware of my senses, I am aware of the world around this individual body-mind. But all I can be certain of is that I am aware of these things. It doesn't mean that I am these things. And so, revealed is the certainty that you are the awareness of the sensations within the body. And we can expand this also here to include all of the thoughts and feelings in your mind. All of your emotions, all of your thoughts, all of your images. Oh, we gotta go have a look at these pheasants. Oh, you're gonna love this. So, aware of the sensations in the body, the thoughts, the feelings. That does not mean that you are the body, the thoughts and the feelings. You are the awareness of these sensations. Now, is the awareness itself tight or hungry or restless? Is the awareness itself cold or hot? Is the awareness of the sensation aching? Does the awareness itself feel strong? The awareness itself is pure, clear, unmixed, empty. And you are that awareness. The pure clarity of that awareness that has never been ill, never been injured, never been hurt, physically or emotionally. Not once. Not once. Has never been damaged. Has no difficult past or troublesome, worrying future. The awareness just is. The awareness is aware of all things. But is not in pain. Allow the pure clarity of this awareness to flood into the sensations of the body and begin observing the felt sense of the body as the awareness, not as a body. The concept, word, image and idea of a body was added later. The body never said, I am you. You assumed that. So observe the body, watch for the assumptions, and allow the assumptions to fall away. Pure, clear, open emptiness. Allow that to wash through the sensations of the body and create a peaceful neutrality. Now I'm going to go quiet for a couple of minutes as you allow that teaching to sink in, and I'm going to show you this field of pheasants. They need to be quiet because they're very scared. Pheasants scare easily and will run away, so I'm going to creep up on them. Pure, empty, open awareness only into the body. Do that now. And what a beautiful, misty, English countryside day it is. There isn't a day that goes by that I'm not grateful that I have the opportunity to experience the English countryside. It is breathtaking. Most people take it for granted here. It becomes too normal. Anything normal is boring, right? So, the mist, the clues are everywhere, as I say, and the mist there struck me as a great clue in itself. The sunlight hits the mist and the fog. The mist and the fog evaporates. As the sun pervades through it, heats it up, and the cloud expands and becomes clear, open, empty, and pure. Now the water vapor is still there, but because the cloud has expanded sufficiently, it becomes transparent, open, empty, clear, see-through. That is what happens to the body. The light of awareness, as we have now experienced for ourselves, the awareness itself is clear. The awareness itself does not experience tightness, pain, hunger, all of the various physical states the apparent physical body endures. Even things that we ordinarily feel sometimes as quite positive, like excitement, or like heart racing, like lust sort of stuff as well. Ordinarily, we assume that's like a pleasant thing or a positive thing, but the pure light of awareness just sees it as an experience like any other, and then you don't have to act on those things. So we're no longer acting on aggression or lust or greed or... The light of awareness is pure and clear. And so as it pervades through the cloud of sensation that is the body, it evaporates, and the density of what we ordinarily experienced as a body begins to become transparent, and the sensation of the body takes on the aspects, takes on the qualities of the pure, ever-present, clear awareness. Open, free, subtle. not needing anything. Ironically, you end up with all of the things relating to the body that the ego was after. But this happens as a natural byproduct, not because it's what we're seeking. So often we struggle to control our habits. We feel it's impossible to overcome our habits of smoking or drinking or binge eating. But the pure light of awareness now, seeing sensations in the body as just sensations, we don't have to act on any urges. Why would you? You don't have to act on cravings. Why would you? All is well. I mean, I'm a recovered alcoholic, and once in a while, once in a blue moon, might be the faintest urge, craving. It's just another thing. It's not a big deal. It's not a problem. But there was a time when I was heavily egoically identified. I'd panic so much about the craving, about the urge, that it would perpetuate the urge until I gave in or broke. But if we truly embody this understanding, you're no longer at the mercy of your body. You're no longer constrained to obey the signals that the body consists of. You don't have to do anything. Just because there's an urge there, so what? Just because there's a desire there, so what? Just because there's a fear there, so what? Doesn't matter. Act with wisdom instead. Don't act from the mind. If you act from the mind, trouble comes. But if you act from wisdom, and as I say, the emptiness, the pure, clear emptiness, is a infinitely patient consciousness. And patience is the greatest wisdom of all. You just take your time in life. There's no rush. How can there be? You're not going to run out of time, because how can you run out of something that doesn't exist? As the infinite consciousness, you have an infinite amount of time. So dropping any concepts, any images, any words to describe the body, and instead experience the body as the pure, open, empty awareness. And this is what invites emptiness into the body. The felt sense of the body expands, becomes transparent, clear and pure, and right there you regain control of your entire life. Because what a relief that is, right? What a relief. No more fear. No more fear of death. No more fear of not achieving enough in this world. No more fear of getting sick. No more terror relating to the body. No more issues around self-worth, self-image. Self-image, I mean, it's such a common problem that causes an enormous amount of suffering, and yet it can be switched off like that. There's no such thing as self-image. It's just a thought believed in. And the more you believe in it, the more miserable you will be. So it's an easy choice. Allow the emptiness to pervade through the body. The sensations in the body can expand, become transparent. And you will find by doing that, you are flushing out the final hiding places of the ego. The final hiding places of the belief in a temporary, finite, separate self. And when something is so powerfully imbibed into the sensations of this body, which is a much more persistent sensation than thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings are quite fleeting, and because they don't appear to have any solidity to them, thoughts and feelings tend to come and go quite quickly, but the body is a very persistent sensation. You could even just see the bodily sensations as just another thought, hard imagination. But because it's more persistent, when we truly embody the qualities of pure conscious awareness, presence, when we embody the qualities of that, you will find that they're more lasting. You don't have to fight so hard to become present. You don't have to wrestle with the mind and thoughts and feelings so much. Why? Because you have invited the presence of awareness into your cells, the apparent cells. Language is an imperfect tool. You've invited the empty openness into your bones, your flesh, your blood, body and brain. And so when you sit down to meditate, that emptiness stays with you. It's just there already. I think that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to what I have to say today. Don't forget to hit that non-existent like and subscribe button. And really do this. Really do this. That's why I always pause at the end of these videos, because I just feel like people are just go, oh, that was a nice idea, and then click off of it and go on to the next non-dual YouTube clip. But take some time. Really do it. If that's the one thing that I could teach, it would be that. Don't forget to actually do this thing. Don't just learn about it. It's not just another lesson. You don't get a GCSE in non-duality. There's no certificate coming. There's no amount of approval that you're going to get from this. You really do it. Really do it. Really feel it. Really experience it. You can do it. There is no reason why you cannot experience full enlightenment today. There is nothing in your way other than your own mind. That's it. And your own mind is a paper-thin veil that is keeping you from yourself. The body is like a doorway. You can use the body to expand into the beautiful, infinite, conscious reality, or you can believe too much in the body and get tied and bogged down into a painful, constricted, tight, egoic, loud, noisy, frantic, terrifying physical world. And the body can do either of those things. You're not trapped inside your body. You're not constrained or constricted by your body. It is your choice. It is your choice. There is a body here. There is an apparent body here. Yes, there is. But it is your choice which direction you choose to go in relation to the felt sense, the experience of the body. That is everything I have for you this morning. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every single one of you. And again, heartfelt gratitude to anyone on the path, anyone who is genuinely seeking to heal and wake up, because you are doing humanity a huge service by doing so. So thank you, my gratitude to you. Take care. Be well and stay present.